Hi guys and welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to share with you 5 different nursery lunches that I packed for my son as he's been off to nursery the last few weeks. I hope you enjoy this video and it gives you inspiration if you're looking for nursery lunches to pack, or even if you have a child in the younger primary school years. I think this would also be really great for them, and just to give you some ideas of what you might want to pack. So let's get straight into it. So today's lunch is quite a yellow lunch. Today we have, down here we'll start, we have sweet corn from the tin that I've just drained, and I've just put a bunch of sweet corn here. He does usually like sweet corn, so hopefully that will go down well. Then up here, again from a tin, I just took some tins of pineapple and sliced them up. I think this is 2 slices of pineapple that I've cut up into little pieces, and he does like pineapple usually. Then in here I have Greek yogurt, just a little spoonful, because I thought some of these things were quite dry, some of the things over there were quite dry. So a little spoonful of Greek yogurt, which will hopefully stay in this little compartment. Up here I have fairly thinly sliced apple slices for some crunch. He didn't like it when I softened it the first time, so we're just going to leave them raw and crunchy. Then here, this is grated cheese, which he will definitely love. And in this section is 2 halves of rice cake, and in the middle there is 1 layer of tahini, which, if you don't know, is just like a sesame paste, and it's a really good way to introduce the sesame as an allergen as well. And then also on the other side is jam, because tahini is kind of like peanut butter and that is quite claggy, so I always want to put jam with it so it doesn't get stuck in his throat, because the rice cake's already pretty dry. So that is what I'm giving him for his lunch today. So this is what he ate today. Yeah, he really liked this lunch, obviously. Full disclosure, he did leave the apple, but he ate it on the way home. So by the end of the journey home, he had finished absolutely everything in here. It was a little bit tricky for him to get out the yogurt, I think, from that little bit. But yeah, this was a massive hit with him, and he obviously really enjoyed it. Okay, here is today's lunch. We'll start off down here. This is just sliced cucumber, as you can see. Samuel has never really eaten cucumber before, so I've only put a few small pieces in here, next to corn, which is a familiar food that he's eaten quite a lot of times and really enjoys. Up here I've got peaches just out of the tin. They did come in juice, so I'm hoping it's not going to, the little bit of juice I've put there is not going to leak into the rest of the compartments. But we shall see. He's not had peaches either, I don't think, recently anyway. So we'll see how that one goes. Then we've got peanut butter, which is a favourite. He loves it. He'll probably just scoop this out with a spoon and eat it, although it can be used as a dip as well. Here I have sandwiches. I've got 2 little tiny sandwiches with a bit of egg mayonnaise in them. I just use full fat mayonnaise, squish it with a bit of egg, and that's it. Over here, this is something crunchy because he loves crunch. These are kind of just like all bran flakes that I found in my cupboard earlier. They don't taste amazing, but he does like crunchy things, so he might like that. It's kind of like a little cereal, healthy-ish cereal. And then up here I have a Froob, or an Asda brand Froob, which is strawberry flavoured. And then there I have a Laughing Cow, so 2 more slightly more processed things, but I think he will really enjoy them. And that is his lunch for today. So the moment of truth. This is what the lunchbox looks like when he came back. This is peanut butter that he's like spat out, I think, because it was too much at once. Similarly with the sandwiches, but he did eat all these sections here. Didn't eat any of this. Didn't eat the peach, and the peach also seems to have leaked a bit, annoyingly. So it's kind of a heads up for myself for future that the tin stuff does leak a bit. So that's what was left over from what he had, and maybe he will have a little bit more now. Maybe, we'll see. Turns out it's been too long since I've given him peaches like this, because you thought they were carrots, didn't you? You thought they were carrots, and then you realise they're not carrots. You're very happily eating them. So obviously it'd been too long since I'd given him tin peaches. I thought he would like them because they're like pears, aren't they? They're like tinned pears or something. Sweet and yummy. Do you like them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yum. Okay, here we go for today's lunch. Starting up here, we have apple, thinly sliced, not softened today. This is his crunch, his main crunch. He loves crunch. Everyone knows my boy loves crunch, so hopefully he'll eat a good bit of that, because he does like apple. Down here I have just tuna with mayonnaise. You can make it with Greek yogurt and that makes it healthier, but Samuel actually finds it too sour if I put Greek yogurt, so I just use a little bit of mayonnaise. And I've got some cucumber here in the vain hope that he might nibble an edge, but I'm honestly not holding out much hope for that. Then here is half a rice cake, 2 halves of it, and I've put jam and a thin layer of tahini as well. Kind of like peanut butter and jam, but with tahini. Then over here we just have one of these Laughing Cow cheeses. He likes these. Then here, underneath these few chocolate chips I've put atop, there's some alphabet biscuits, which is just from the organics range. And then here I have a little trail mix with raisins. Then we've got flaked almonds, which are a great way to get nuts in, but they're also not really choking hazard because they're super thin. Then there's like sunflower seeds, and then I've just mixed in some, you can see some more nuts at the bottom, and like coconut and just all the kind of nuts and stuff, and the seeds and everything I had. I just kind of mixed it all together. He possibly will just pick out the raisins, but we'll see. So I've tried to go a bit lighter today. I've tried to like not put too much in and not make things too heavy, because he does have a snack and snacks at nursery. So I think that he'll enjoy this one. Okay, my prediction for today: he'll eat some of this, all of this, all of the chocolate chips, some of the biscuits, this, the raisins, and he might have a go at the tuna. That's my prediction. So let's see if I'm right. So the moment of truth, Samuel's gonna have a little bit more of whatever's left. Let's see what you ate, Samuel. So there is a little bit of tuna that's been kind of moved around. These have been left, these cucumbers. You actually haven't eaten any of your apples, Samuel. You usually like apple.
I want one.
Okay. And then there's a little bit of tuna mix left. He's picked the raisins out as suspected. So that's what you have left. I was almost right. Okay. I was almost right, but you did not eat your apple, which I thought you would.
I forgot my spoon.
You forgot your spoon. You're going to eat some more? Okay, so here is today's lunch for Samuel. So we've got up here, which I always show you guys, is a yogurt tube. He loves these little things. This is apricot flavour. Then here we have a little tiny kind of half of a tiny wrap. And inside it I've just put cream cheese and a little spot of jam as well. I don't want to make it too claggy because I feel like wraps can be quite claggy anyway, and I don't really want to put peanut butter in it today for that reason. So we've only got a little bit of that. Then in the little circle bit we've got some quartered grapes. Here is cornflakes just for some crunch. My son needs crunch, as you all know. He loves things that are crunchy, and any kind of cereal pretty much dry he'll happily eat. Then I've got lots of strawberries in here. I'm trying to give him lots of fresh fruits. As you know, you probably noticed I've not got any vegetables in here today. He's not been eating the vegetables really, and I've just left them out today. But he's got lots of fresh fruit and veg because he was a little bit constipated this week. So I want to make sure that he's not being constipated anymore. And then here, these don't look amazing. They don't look that good, but they are, like Samuel likes them. They are banana muffins. Basically, I mash up a banana with 2 eggs, chuck in a handful of oats. You're actually meant to make them as pancakes, but for me they just go into nothingness as pancakes. So I've made them to muffins. You just chuck the whole mixture into a muffin case, and not muffin case, like muffin tin. And that is literally it. Just banana, 2 eggs, a little bit of oats, and that is that. And he really actually enjoys that. And then,
Take a picture of mine.
yes, this is what you're having. You're having some for breakfast, aren't you, as well? Is that good? Yes, everyone can see. You're having some banana muffins for breakfast as well. Okay.
We've got more.
Yeah, so that's that for that breakfast. And then, yes, Samuel, we can all see, baby. And then I've just packed this little thing of prunes. He had one of these yesterday quite happily. I wasn't sure if he would just eat it, but he quite happily ate this. This is from Ellen's Kitchen, and it's just 100% organic prunes. And like I said, he was a bit constipated, so that is why we have that in there as well. This and this he like consumes in about 30 seconds flat, because there's hardly, like they're like sweet and nice and there's hardly anything in them, so I don't even really count them as a thing almost, because they are so eaten so quickly. So that is his overall lunch for today. Yes, it is. Does that look like a good lunch, Samuel?
Like strawberry. Mom will eat the strawberries at nursery.
You will eat the strawberries at nursery.
Mom, I will eat this.
Yes, right, I'm going to put this away before someone eats it all before we get to nursery. So the moment of truth for what he ate out of his lunchbox. Let us see. So that was obviously a big hit, that one. He ate almost everything. He spat a little bit of his wrap out. Is that wrap? No, it's his muffin. And he ate everything else. So that was a hit, wasn't it? Did you enjoy your lunch, Samuel?
Yeah.
Was it good?
I ate it all.
You ate it all, didn't you? You really liked it. Okay guys, here is lunch for today. Yes, I have a horribly hoarse voice because I do not feel great at all. But if you can just excuse that, that would be great. I'll just try and do this fast. So here we have chopped grapes. Yeah, green grapes. And here is those alphabet biscuits I think I've shown before from Organics, and some chocolate chips on top. This is all bran, which he loves. This is a cream cheese wrap, just a mini wrap with cream cheese inside of it. A Word Life tube fruit type yogurt, because he absolutely loves these, which I think I've shown loads of these this week. And last but not least, this is a broccoli bite from the Instagram, used to be What Mummy Makes, but is now Rebecca Wilson Food. It's essentially, I'm counting this as my veg, it's essentially flour, broccoli, a few other bits, and you make little muffins. He likes it sometimes, he doesn't always like it, so we'll see how that one goes. And then I realised he didn't actually eat this on the other day, so yeah, I'm giving him it again, and I'll put it in the main compartment to make sure he doesn't forget it this time. So yeah, that's his lunch for today.
So Abigail's voice is not that good at the moment, and she asked me to do it, so this is what Samuel had eaten at the nursery today. He's almost finished everything, a part of the muffin and some of the grapes, and he almost finished the pouch with prunes as well.
I hope you guys found that video useful and that it gave you some ideas of what you might want to pack for your little one. And if you did like it, leave a comment and a like down below, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.